Hi, my beautiful friends. This is Jessica from Good Vibrations, bringing you your weekly messages from your person. This is from January 18th through the 24th of January. All right, guys, so Mercury does go direct today on January the 18th. Okay, so you will have a post 2 week shadow period, but I think you guys can handle it. For some people, it was really bad. For others, not so much. I also do know that have we will have a period that no planets will be in retrograde at the end of January. So this is a very wonderful time. We will also be experiencing our first new moon of 2023. The new moon in Aquarius, I believe, is on November. Sorry, I just said November. I don't know where I'm at. Definitely not here. January the 21st, 2023. Okay. Being that it is the first part of the year, I do suggest, or the first new moon of the year, I do suggest that you really take time to set these intentions that you would like to create. Even if you can muster up some time, create some space to start a vision board. I would start with the things that are most important, and then you can build every month on that vision board on every new moon. Okay. But I would definitely get that rolling, get it out there, create a vision board. People kind of sometimes will poo-poo on vision boards because they're like, oh, that's so elementary, so the ego wants to complicate, wants you to believe that you need to do more to manifest. The ego is like, it's really simple because your soul is simple. Okay. Your soul craves simplicity. Your ego is going to tell you like things like, oh, a vision board is so elementary. I don't really feel like, a toddler's game of cutting and pasting and playing with glue. Okay. Believe me, it is such an easy form of manifesting and intending vibrationally, because you turn on some music, you start, going into the zone, cutting and pasting, and really going back to, connecting to that inner child when the ego wasn't complicating everything along the way. And as a child, it's easier to manifest certain things because we don't have our ego kicking and screaming along the way. We are looking at your person's energy here. Again, if you would like to join me on my other platforms, please go into the description box, hit the Linktree link, which opens up my Patreon, my Instagram, my TikTok. All of my handles are the same, G88D Vibrations, okay? So, and then you can also hit that link for my website if you would like to connect with a service, a personal reading. I am also a medical intuitive, and I use a system called emotion and body coding. And hopefully by the end of either February or March, I will be a board certified hypnotist to add to that. Okay, so your person's energy, interesting energy here. All right, your person is definitely up in their head a lot this week. The Nine of Voices is connected to fear and anxiety, and I can definitely sense that here. I feel what they're doing a lot is sleeping a lot. Like that's how they're handling things. And I don't think that that's a bad way of handling it. I feel sleep is very restorative, and since they have a lot of fear and anxiety and worries, and it could be connected to money because there is a new beginning showing up here with the Ace of Materials, and the Ace of Materials is connected to something fundamental, something structured, something anchored here into the physical plane. Okay, so but I do feel, or I'm sensing some type of determination with this person. Okay, they are determined. There's a lot of potential here too. So either they feel like this opportunity, this new opportunity that is being presented to them, could be bringing them a lot of potential. Okay, like expansion in their life, but I feel they're definitely up in their head about it. There's, conflict going on in their mind. Their ego has them on that hamster wheel of overthinking, and they're trying to be practical and logical about this new beginning. But I feel like it's causing them to worry a lot, okay? Creating anxiety. Because this is something big, okay? And it has them in their head and it's almost paralyzing them, okay? Because the Eight of Voices is basically paralysis of analysis. And this is their own doing. Now, this could be you. You could be the viewer, could be, the one that's overthinking. And please remember, because readings are connected to energy, and energy cannot be contained into time. All right, if you listen to this reading after the dates that I have provided, it's the perfect time for you. Okay, it is the perfect time. Why? Because we really, people, okay, the reason we have YouTubers, social media people, it's very interesting. So people want times, people want dates, because people are impatient. The ego wants to know when it wants to know, and it doesn't want to wait for, because if you don't know, then you're up in your head, over analyzing. It causes fear, it causes anxiety. But it's also a lesson in learning. If you're going to practice spirituality, there's going to have to be a surrender to outcomes and how things should be, falling into place. Sometimes a lot of these unseen things are for our highest good, for multiple reasons, so that we don't self-sabotage ourselves. Guys, go ahead and think about a question, okay? Because the answer's coming out in the tablets, okay? So think of a question, and when the tablets come out, you will get your answer. Yep, we have the Ace of Voices. Okay, this is how they're feeling about you. Again, you have two aces here. That is really good energy. I do feel like they're praying about this connection, praying about you. They are up in their head. Okay, they're looking for some type of clarity, some type of truth. I see the Ace of Wands coming out a lot lately. Whatever they're working towards that's stable, that brings them financial stability, they're heading in the right way. With this is called the prayer flag, okay? And I really think that you, the viewer, and your person, really need to start, praying. But if you're not someone who doesn't believe in God, you're still welcome here, okay? None of my viewers are, every denomination is welcome, okay? It could be intentions that you're setting, okay? Because here we're looking at things. Think about an owl. An owl is a teacher, okay? It's wise. It also perches itself up pretty darn high. So it has a view from a very high perspective, okay? And when you have a view from a higher perspective, you're able to see things differently. From our perspective, the human perspective, there's a lot of navigation through darkness. As a matter of fact, when I was speaking about everyone's welcome here, I wanted to say, except for predators, demons, you know, Satan-like energy, that's not welcome here. However, a lot of times in social media, because people are cowards, sometimes will leave horrible comments. When I first started my YouTube, it was bad. I would get some very, very bad comments, dark comments. So I stopped doing YouTube for a while because I thought to myself, if this is what I'm attracting, then this is not where I need to be. But I see it a lot. This is their action. This is interesting. My Patreon reading got the same card. My Patreon Virgo reading got the same card. So if you're a Virgo watching this, if you're a Patreon, I will be dropping your video by Wednesday, January the 18th. Please go view that video. Same location as well, like same exact location. And if you are not a Virgo Patreon and would like to receive messages from your person on a monthly basis, you know, please hit that link tree, connect with my Patreon, and I will most definitely love to have you. We do have, wow, this is amazing energy, guys. It's kind of interesting that your person is so much in their head and really stuck in the clouds. And that's kind of how I feel with the Nine of Voices, that they're really up in the clouds. But I really feel it's more about like trying to release, to dump out all this fear and this worry out of their energy field. But I mean, there's a lot of healing that's happening here in this connection, and they want to heal it, and they want to initiate coming forward, okay? Because they see you as a star. They feel hopeful in this connection, okay? So they're really focusing on something, okay? Look at the focus. Look at the focus. You know, they're focusing on their work or, you know, their money, but they're really doing it as a way to heal. Okay, that's how, you know, that's their perspective of why they're doing what they're doing. It doesn't mean that you like their perspective, doesn't mean that you agree with their perspective. I have to be honest, I'm not getting like it's a bad, a negative way of going about. I feel like there's a lot of faith and hope here and healing, and they want to heal individually, and there is healing in progress, and they're going to be very successful at it. There's a lot of success and victory here, especially with this Ace of Voices. So if they're concerned about their overthinking, their anxiety, their fears, that's going to subside, okay? They're going to have some kind of epiphany, some kind of aha moment, something's going to happen that's going to come through, okay? And this could be only etheric, okay? It could be coming from the ethers. It doesn't have to mean that they're going to get a message from a person. We cannot contain. Now, does energy use people? Absolutely. Okay. Energy will use people. Okay. Like if a loved one wants to get a message to you through somebody else, that's why they have mediums, then they will use that person's body to deliver a message. But we want to put that into a compartment and believe that only mediums can be, only people who label themselves as bona fide mediums can do that. Absolutely not. Every single one of you can do that. If if somebody wants to, if a loved one from the other side wants to connect with you, they're going to use any human body because they're not linear. Okay. They're not linear like we are. They have superpowers that we don't in the present moment. Okay. So they can use stranger. Here's a quick scenario. I was living in Seattle, Washington. I was very young. I think I was 17 or 18, and I was highly depressed living there because if you haven't lived in Seattle, Washington, it rains 9 months out of the year, and it gets dark around 3 p.m., and I lived in a basement apartment, so it was always really dark. Now I live in the sunshine state of Florida, and because I would get seasonal depression living there. And no one was really that friendly there. People would walk by you. I'm from Texas, and everyone says hi to you in Texas. Well, I moved to Seattle, Washington, and no one was saying hi to me. Complete weird environment. And so I'm preparing to return to my home state, Texas, and I'm crossing the street, and a complete stranger, as I'm walking this way, they're walking that way. So we're crossing the street. She looks at me and says, "Everything is going to be okay." And I was like, "What?" I'm like, no one has talked to me since I've lived here. And now that I'm heading back, leaving this place, somebody tells me that right there, that person, complete stranger, was one of my angels using that person's body, okay, to let me know, hey, I'm on the right path. Everything's going to be okay. I'm making the right decision. Okay. So whatever they're going to go through could be just as magical as that. Because energetically, I'm feeling really good here so far. But we'll see what else comes up. Then we have the Muse of Inspirations, which is connected to, this is their action, which is connected to leadership. The Emperor is a leader. The Muse of Inspirations is a leader. They are taking a leadership stance and moving forward. Now, I don't know who they're walking away from, but I see them walking away from two people, okay? And now these two people could be two people that have just fallen off. We don't have to make this all dramatic and be like, oh, that person's such a witch or they're so evil. Now, don't get me wrong, there are evil people, but I'm not honing in on that negative energy, okay? I'm honing in on passionate energy, somebody that just knows, you know what? I need to focus and I need to create discipline in my life, and I am going to create discipline because if I focus, I can direct my inspiration, my fire kundalini energy in this direction, okay? That's taking inspired action. That's taking active accountability and responsibility for leading the way for yourself. And remember, there's 2 new beginnings here. So I really feel like your person is really taking inspired action to step into their leadership position, not leading other people, but taking responsibility for themselves, okay? And that's what many of us need to do on an individual basis, is start, stepping into our solar plex energy, start stepping into our power, take inspired, take a stance on in becoming a leader for ourselves. Like, you're taking the lead. That's what they are. They're taking the lead. Okay, we have, sorry I didn't see your value and worth when we were together. I can see that, and I think that they're really in their head about that. Every song I hear reminds me of you. Absolutely. I hear them. I see them hearing voices a lot, like your voice. Like they hear you a lot. I kick myself for sabotaging this relationship. My life won't be the same. Absolutely. Ooh. Okay, sorry, they're just falling everywhere. And we have, I look at your pictures for hours on end. You are still so beautiful to me. Beautiful. And if you're a male viewer, just a friendly reminder, I look at your pictures for hours on end. You are still so handsome to me. We also have, each day I think about how it would be like if we were together. One day I will be ready to surrender. And these cards, you guys have to remember that you can't take these cards so literal, okay, so linear. One day I'll be ready to surrender. Well, that may be absolutely true, but do you wait forever? Absolutely not. You can't wait for somebody forever. If the timing is right, the universe, if you're meant to be in this romantic love connection, the universe is going to conspire to bring you together. And if it doesn't work out, even as hard as it is to hear this, there will be something better coming along for you. Okay, you may not be able to see it now because you may be feeling, grief, sadness, shock, not understanding why it's not working out. And it's okay. Those are all natural feelings to go through when you love somebody. Those are all natural. So there's nothing wrong about, feeling that way. I want to fight for this connection, but I just don't know how. I seek strength and courage. I can see that. Because the Muse of Inspirations is somebody that's in the military. Okay, so I'm putting that out there. You could be involved with somebody that is in the military. The Emperor is somebody who is a leader. Okay, so somebody who's mature. That you could be dealing with somebody that's older. Now, I don't want people to think that every time that you say you're dealing with somebody older or mature, that it means that's one person, okay? Because there are people who are older and are not mature, okay? So I want to make sure that we know that not everyone that is old in age is wise, okay? There's a difference between wisdom, okay? Okay, we have Beauty Queen here. Okay, energetically, the Beauty Queen card is an energy. I connect this card's energy to the Queen of Wands, okay? I feel like, the Queen of Wands is very confident, very charming, very magnetic. A lot of people, like when she walks into the room, everybody looks at her. Okay, this could also be a male. Don't pay attention to the gender, okay? But I see that there is someone energetically here that's really attractive energetically, okay? That's what you need to look for. It doesn't mean that you're attractive. You could be attractive, outwardly, but your energy is the one that brings the people to you, okay? You don't have to work hard with the charm, okay? Union, okay? Union can indicate that some of you will be coming into union with your person, and I know everyone wants to hear that, you know, but it could be that they are connected in a different union as well. Like there's wedding rings. You could have been married to somebody else. Young man. So see, this young man is not the makings of a mature, wise, emotionally intelligent, sovereign person. This is someone still kind of, you know, looking for, oh, you know, they're actually immature. I know I had a hard time getting that out, sorry. New love. Some of you may be having a new love coming in. And I see that. Look at that. You have the Ace of Voices, the Ace of Materials. So somebody could be getting a new love. And this could also be your person. I, you know, don't want to always say that kind of stuff. But the truth is that, you know, your person could be looking for a new love as well. Because look at this person is looking at that heart. And they're looking away from this. They're looking away from the union and looking at this, which doesn't make too much sense considering, you know, they want to fight for this connection. Again, remember, energetically, we have a few viewers here. Take the messages that are for you. Readings are also an intuitive building exercise for the viewer. Okay, don't give me, the reader, all your power. Okay, so this is you learning how to build your own intuition and learning how to navigate what readings are for you. Like I have a reader that I listen to, and recently she started tapping into my energy. I stay quiet behind the scenes, and she has thousands of followers, way more than I do. And but she'll always say, hey, that you know, she'll pull out the High Priestess card, and she's pulled it out since I've been watching her, but she finally said it. Oh, I just want to say hi to the reader that's watching me. And I always know that message is for me, even if the rest of the other messages do not, I don't connect with. I would tell her, or I would tell you guys who it is, but she only has a Pisces channel. So if you're a Pisces and you want to know, I'll be happy. Leave it in the comments, and I'll be happy to direct you to her. But she's just a Pisces only channel. See, there's some codependency here. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. A lot of people don't recognize, if you have a drinking problem or a drug problem, there's definitely going to be a level of codependency, okay? Because people who are alcoholics and people who are drug addicts are just naturally selfish, okay? They become a quite narcissistic. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm saying that they have a narcissistic personality disorder like a real one. I'm saying they become very self-centered, just like a narcissist would, okay? Because everything is about them, their issues, the pain that they're experiencing, the trauma they went through, the wounds that they're, you know, their inner child. Everything is focused around them and only them. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't. I'm just saying that, because I know it's a true struggle. It's real life. But then the codependent person will come in and, you know, try to fix them, heal them, do everything for them, when that person should be doing it for themselves, okay? All right, so we have heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other and let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So I would definitely, if you are feeling that you Need to talk to somebody, ask, ask a friend, but make sure that you're talking to friends that are really, truly supportive, not friends that are, going to give you some of the worst advice that you should get. And, so be mindful, because not everyone truly is our friend. So here we have our charms. We have a dice, and I'm going to roll the dice to see what number we get. We still got 1. We have a witch's ruin that was made by one of my followers, Pisces Play, on Instagram, and an Odin stone, the number 9, and a very, very small crystal quartz. So rolling the dice, you may have somebody that likes to gamble. Okay, codependency, addiction. The number 1 represents ego in the shadow, but in the light, it represents a winning number. It also represents new beginnings. We had so many new beginnings coming out in this reading, 3 that I know of. The number 9 is connected to endings, but it's also the number of humanitarian service, okay? It's also connected to the month of September, okay? So that might be something. 1 and 9 makes 19. Okay, so the 19th day. You also have 9 weeks ago, 9 months ago. It takes 9 months to bring a baby in. 9 days ago. Okay, the Odin stone is also called a hag stone. Odin stone, hag stone, and there is one more term for it, but I cannot remember right now. But basically, it's connected to protection, okay? Like I pack Odin stones everywhere, in my car, under my bed, because it's supposed to also help you with bad dreams as well. And I can see your person could be experiencing bad dreams, okay? And then the crystal quartz is connected to universal force energy. It is the master quartz. It enhances all other crystals. It's the master healer. So if you talk to it and say, ask it to heal whatever dis-ease that you have, it will be programmed to do so. Okay, so what's coming up next are the zodiacs and initials. This could be your zodiac, their zodiac, their initials, your initials, both or neither. Please take what resonates, and please do not devalue the full reading if your person's zodiac or initials does not come out. I'm sure you received at least one message out of this reading, okay? And since it is a collective reading, okay, we can't really put it in, we can't just, say this is for Capricorn, this is for Aries, I do offer that type of reading, but on my Patreon, okay? So we have Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Gemini, and Cancer showing up in this reading. And here come our initials. We have KST, TLY, HPV. So somebody may actually have HPV. We have E, C, X, and W. So see if you can find the answer in the tablets for that question, okay? And I'm not even going to say it, leave it in the comment if you found the answer to your question, okay? We do have an X showing up here. You do have somebody that's sly, so you may be dealing with a sly X here, okay? We do have rest, R-E-S-T. Rest was emphasized through the illustration on the 9 of Wands. I see your person needing to rest. They may not be able to rest a lot because also the 9 of Voices and the 8 of Voices, being that they're up in their head, it could be they may be overthinking so much that they have insomnia. We do have Rex, okay? We also have Kyle, and I'm hearing something about a cycle. Also, the number 9 could be your life path number, okay? Which would indicate that you are someone that is here to be of a humanitarian service. Most of us light workers and starseeds, empaths, we're here to be of assistance to humanity, okay? Not really Earth. Earth knows exactly what to do. It knows how to get rid of us, how to, replenish its land. But unfortunately, humans, they're not as evolved, but that's why we have people here helping with that evolution. Okay. I'm trying to see what else I see. I see Kansas, Vermont, Puerto Rico. Oh, I'm hearing Sherry. I can't get it out. Sherry. Yes, I know I'm missing an R. I only use one letter of the alphabet. I could use more, but then I would get so many messages out of the tablets. I could just do readings from the tablets, okay? We do have ER. We also have Tyler. Sky. That could be somebody's name. And I'm also hearing Kurt. Okay, this right here, I don't think I spoke about this. Sorry, so I'm going to go back to that. This is connected to sudden changes. It is a warning. Okay, now the warning could be, hey, you're about to experience some sudden changes. Almost like the Tower card, okay? You're not going to see it coming. A lot of times, when we don't see something coming, we become worried, like that 9 of voices energy or the 8 of voices energy, okay? But there is sudden change that's coming either your person's way or your way, okay? And sudden endings as well are coming. And with that 9, that is another confirmation that there is at least one ending that's coming, and that you have 3 new beginnings, or your person has 3 new beginnings. This is about walking away from something or someone. They could be walking away from somebody. We did have that union, the 2 wedding bands. You could be walking away. You could both be walking away. Could be walking away from a job. Remember, there's something about with the Ace of Pentacles here. There could be a new job opportunity coming. All right, guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much for being here. Leave your answer in the comments. Please be nice to my friend. Who's my friend? You are.